You read that caption correctly. It seems like I will be sitting in a jury for a Filipino beauty contest. Just for context, I'm half Filipino, half German. I was born in the Philippines, but I grew up and live in Germany. So my mom texted me a few weeks ago asking if I had an evening dress, and I replied yes, of course, I do have a dress, but I don't plan on bringing one on this 2 weeks of vacation in the Philippines. So I asked her how nice that dress had to be and what the occasion was. And she replied, "You'll sit as one of the jury in a beauty contest with me." And let me tell you, this is certainly something that I never expected to be doing one day. Then I went over to my dad's a few days before our flight and told him the story, and he laughed and said that he himself was a judge at the same beauty contest about 30 years ago when he came to the Philippines.
Ist ja schon wieder 30 Jahre her. Wann war denn das so? Ich glaube, das war 88 oder 87, 88 irgendwie.
And as far as I figured out, it seems to be a very small contest of a college or something. But my only source is my dad, who has typically a very bad memory.
Wie viele Jahre her? 40 oder was? Nee. Kann man sehen, was ich noch für eine Erinnerung habe, ne? Irgendwie Vermögen.
But still, I don't really feel qualified to be a judge at a beauty contest like this. I mean, like probably most people, I've never experienced something like that. I've never been interested in beauty contests at all. So I have absolutely no idea how that works and what my job will be. According to my dad, I apparently at least don't have to judge the people openly or so.
Na gut, das wird jetzt nicht anders sein als, ist ja traditionell und so, dann wird das nicht anders sein als das zu der Zeit, wo ich das gemacht habe. Normal, du sitzt halt dann da an so einem langen Tisch mit anderen Judges zusammen und dann musst du halt sagen, so, du musst dir das einfach nur anschauen, kriegst irgendwie so einen Bogen mit, so, wo du dann so Markierungen machst, irgendwie so Zahlen einträgst, von 1 bis 10, glaube ich, wenn ich mich nicht täusche, war das damals so. Und dann singen die da ihre Liedchen, also die müssen auch singen. Dann müssen sie halt irgendwas vortragen und irgendwie dran lang posieren und sowas. So läuft das irgendwie.
Aber ist alles auf Englisch, oder?
Ist auf Englisch, ja.
Well, that was a lie. Anyway, at first I thought I might do a bit of a research on what exactly my job is and what I have to do just to be sure. But you know what? My mom brought me into this, and she already let me know how nervous she was. So I'm sure that she will do whatever she can to make sure that I know what my job is. No need to worry.
You'd like to ask something?
What is my job today, Mama?
Yeah. So you will be one of the judges for the beauty contest in Miss Padua. And of course, your mama is also one of those. And do you want to know what is our role?
Yes. What do we have to do?
Yeah, there will be a panel of judges and we will be given rules or criteria to judge the contest. I don't know what they have done already, but then it is the main part of this beauty contest, where we are asked to judge or to give points the candidates. I think the talent portion is done already. I'm not so sure. But during the judging, giving the points, it's really difficult because, for example, you have candidate number 1, and you're already like, oh, I like her. And then comes number 2, number 3, and then later you think the other one is better than the first one. So your judging points will be corrected. So you will judge according to, this is in the beginning you tell she's the first, and then later on, the other one is better. So you make, if you make 8, then later you make the one 6 because you have number 8. Yeah,
because you always have to judge them in relation to
each
other.
Yes, right. It's really not an easy task, but it's also fun.
Okay.
Yes.
But we get a sheet.
Yes.
Okay,
we get a sheet, and then yes, they will explain it anyway.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Believing that the input from my parents might have prepared me well enough for the judging, which it didn't, it was time to get ready. I even got my nails done for the first time in my life. All of my effort to blow out my hair nicely was a total waste. Thanks to the humidity, it of course didn't stay like that for long. Oh, and I forgot to film this, but we were only traveling with carry-on backpacks, so I'm really proud that I managed to fit a dress and nice shoes in there. Will you allow me to take this back?
What do you have?
Nothing.
No. I need a blower.
After a short briefing, it was time to take our place as judges, and this was when I started to get really, really nervous. To be honest, I had a very critical view on beauty contests in the beginning. I would dare to say that those kind of contests don't seem to fit in modern society anymore. But in the Philippines, beauty pageants are treated like a national sport. I tried to understand why and did a bit of research. It seems that beauty contests have become a part of their culture historically. A lot of Filipinos love to watch those contests, so one reason is also the entertainment factor. Especially being so good at pageants and winning several international contests seem to make the nation very proud. Personally, I can imagine that pride plays a big role. Even my mom is still very proud till this day that she won Miss Padua in 1989. I've also read that winning a larger beauty contest opens up different opportunities and thus is a great stepping stone for the winners. And yes, I found the heels to be unnecessarily high and the makeup was a bit much too. But I'm not here to critique something that is such a high standing in the Philippines. And especially after attending a smaller contest like this one, I kind of get it now. Now, all of that aside, what was it like to be a judge at this high school college beauty contest? First of all, it was mentally exhausting, even kind of stressful at some times. Especially in the beginning, I felt hella lost because there were a lot of criteria to evaluate in a relatively short period of time for each contestant. I had to judge on the high school students, which I think were about 5 guys and 8 girls if I remember correctly. And I swear, by the time the 8 contestants came on stage, I wasn't able to compare 4 to 5 criteria between the candidates because I simply couldn't remember anything about the other girls anymore. So I mostly went with my gut and judged with my own understanding of the criteria.
오래전인 것만 같은 오늘 하루 아무 일 없다는 듯한 너의 말투 미지근한 온기 가득한 할 일 없이 난 방황 안에 숨을 뱉어봐도 더 이상 예전 같지
My favorite part was the last discipline, the interview. Sadly, I didn't understand what exactly the candidates said as they answered in Tagalog mostly, but a dear jury colleague translated for me. And I found it incredibly interesting how different the candidates behaved now that they had to speak publicly. And suddenly not everyone was as expressive and as confident as before. The candidates answered questions about why they deserved the crown and what the most challenging part was. They talked about overcoming low self-esteem, wanting to be a role model for others and challenging themselves. Advocacy also played a very important role in their argumentation.
We have to respect and love each other, and humility, you have to be humble to other people
I just found it truly endearing to see how hard those kids tried to overcome their nervousness. All in all, I loved the experience. The crowd had so much energy, fans were screaming at the top of their lungs whenever their favorite candidate came onto stage. The positivity enjoyed during the event were just exceptional. Oh, and I also got a certificate, which I of course brought back to Germany and is now up at the wall in my office.
무엇보다 너를 사랑했던 내 맘이 죄인가 봐. 아픔 모르겠고 과거는 내 뜻에서 다시 어둠으로 떨어지려 해.
Honestly, it truly was just so much fun.
방황 안에 숨을 뱉어봐도 더 이상 예전 같지 않아. 긴 시간을 지내 몸을 기대려고 어디를 둘러봐도 혼자 서 있네. 너를